everybody, I'm Jean-Luc.
I'm Nick.
And we are gonna show you one of our favorite things. They're back! But not only about products this time.
Yeah, so as many of you know, one of my favorite drinks is Crystal Light iced tea. However, I was drinking so much of it that not only is it, not good for my health, because too much of something is never good for you, but it was also expensive.
And not only that, he was using packages to the point where there was way more sweetness and sweetener in it than there should have been.
I've also realized in the last few years that I'm actually enjoying cold tea. So we decided to say, let's explore what we can find, and we found this device.
So of course, me, Jean-Luc, knowing who I am, I jumped on Amazon and I said, there has to be a way to percolate tea, but for iced tea instead of regular tea. So I found this beautiful machine from West Bend. We actually have their popcorn maker out already. So we thought, let's give it a shot. So we've had this now for a couple of weeks, but we wanted to try it out before we actually gave you guys a review on this machine.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna lie, we've kept it. Yeah. We love it.
I use it all the time. I actually drink iced tea from this now instead of drinking the Crystal Light. We still have some Crystal Light left, so what we do sometimes is we enhance the flavor with some of the, so like you'll see today we have this here, lemon lime, because I realized that I love lemon lime in my iced tea.
And so it's very, very simple to make. It's not only just an iced tea maker, it's actually also an iced coffee maker as well, but it's only for cold beverages, nothing warm. There's no heater underneath. This is just all plastic. You have your top tray where you pour in your water. So it's a reservoir for water in there. There's a line on the side that tells you how much water you have. And then also on your jug, there's also a water line and an ice line. So what you do is you fill up your jug with water. So I'll do that right now. If you can open the tea bags, buddy. That will help.
We bought some new teas today, and I think I want the fruit. I want the fruit.
The fruity for the fruits?
So we found that the Tetley tea was a little too tea-ish, so we thought let's buy some teas that have some flavor. And so we'll add the 1 bag of the fruit tea.
No, we'll add 3 bags of the fruit teas and 4 bags of that, because it takes about 7 to 8 tea bags to get a good flavor. But you can also control the flavor with the intensity of the flavor with this little lever right here. We like it more flavorful, so we keep it on the high, but you can move and manipulate that as you feel. So the first thing you do, open the lid, take your water, as you saw, I filled it up to the water line, and I'm just gonna fill it in. If you overfill, it comes out the back. So be very careful that you do not overfill it. I've done it once already.
There's also an indicator on the side.
Yes, there's an indicator on the side, but if you follow the jug,
it's just the right
amount. It's just the right amount. Nick is gonna go ahead and fill that with some ice now. Another cool option on this machine is the fact that there's a flavor maker or flavor intensifier booster. So you could cut up some real fruits, you could cut up some lemons, limes, and add that as it's percolating so those natural flavors come into your tea. So it's super exciting. So we are gonna take regular tea. We just have regular Tetley tea right here. I'm gonna throw in the basket. There's 2 baskets. The first basket is for iced coffee. Sorry, I got all the levers mixed up there. So the first basket here, the bigger one, would be for iced coffee. That's where you put your coffee filter inside and then add your coffee to it and then make your iced coffee. The next basket is for your tea. So you put that inside. You start placing your tea bags in below, and then you keep bagging those. Oh, you gotta make sure that fits on there. Oh, just take the flavor thing off. That'll work. Oh, it's a twist, not a pull. Oh.
I don't know.
As you can see, Nick does not make the tea. Jean-Luc makes the tea. So, I'm gonna just, oh, these smell so good, smell that. That's gonna add a nice little flavor to that. I'm gonna do that. Nick, do you still want some of this in there? So we're gonna add some lemon lime Crystal Light. It's totally optional, you don't have to, but this prevents us from adding sugar or all that. And
it makes it sweet for us too.
Add some sweetness, add some flavor, and eventually, once we actually no longer have these, we're hoping that we won't have to use them as much anymore, or just once in a while. So I'm gonna take this, get me the jug again. I like adding my crystals before, so it actually, as it's percolating, it absorbs into and mixes into the actual iced tea. So there we go.
Put the lid on.
I'm gonna close this here.
I'm gonna close this up here.
Put that there. When you, nope. Yeah, there you go. And then there's a button here right on the side. I don't know if you can see it. There's just a little button right here. it says brew. So you click on the button and let's watch it brew. As you can see, it's all done. So what happens is, this is really warm still, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna see it's gonna melt some of the water and some of the ice, and then boom, you have fresh, cold, brewed iced tea in your home. Stir it up a little bit, put it in your fridge, and, which is great, you already have the pitcher to serve it in. Like, look at that.
And look, it's already
perfect.
It's perfect. So you can see the ice is melting.
Yeah.
And so you basically already have an iced tea ready to drink right away.
What I'm gonna do too is just stir. You guys see how much the kitties love it? It's so funny because when we have it, because we normally have it on the counter over here, we don't put it in the middle of our island now. And the kitties love, love, love hearing it brew.
It smells really good.
It smells like tea. It smells really good. Fruity tea. So if you're interested, we're gonna put it up in our Amazon shop and go check it out, especially if you're a heavy tea drinker or iced tea drinker. Bye, everybody.